on. Without further ado, I want to introduce our first speaker. I'm really happy to introduce him because he's someone who will give us his great thoughts on the city and what's happening in our city. He's someone who is and has been a great leader for San Francisco, someone who understands the importance of San Francisco being a world-renowned city, and who has supported our industry efforts repeatedly over the last few years to make us as successful as we are. So I'm very proud and honored to introduce the Honorable Mayor Edwin Lee. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. All right, how do you like those seats? Well, sorry I can't sing for you today, but I want to say thank you, Howard, for introducing me, and I'm also really gratified to be here this morning and join all of you who have helped our city welcome visitors from around the world to the world's greatest world-class city, San Francisco. Well, we all know that tourism plays a central role in our economy, and we've got a great, vibrant economic ecosystem. It's one of the two leading employment sectors for our entire Bay Area. You know, last year we welcomed in on average 18 million visitors in San Francisco. And these are some of the venues that people come right to visit us and to entertain themselves. And isn't this a wonderful stage? You could see yourself here. I think the last time I was up here, I think Chicago was playing. Anyway, our industry partners, you know, there are over 91,000 hospitality jobs in San Francisco because of your work. And we know that this industry is expected to grow at least 10% in the next 5 years. So our industry partner, SF Travel, is essential for helping our city identify the workforce and the training needs of the tourism industry. And through our specialized training and employment services, and I've been right there. In fact, I was at the Community College Culinary Academy not too long ago in the middle of Chinatown, and you should see some of the youth that are training themselves to be the next chefs or the brilliant cooks and the big names. And I got about 5 pounds heavier that night. Well, we've got a lot to celebrate as an industry. This past year, we proudly hosted the best, the most innovative, and the most philanthropic Super Bowl in the history of the United States. Thank you to all of you who helped put that together. And I want to thank the Super Bowl 50 host committee, including SF Travel, for the tremendous efforts, the leadership, and the phenomenal results in hosting what was a historic and economically beneficial Super Bowl for not just San Francisco, the entire Bay Area. And we did that right. And I want to say, again, thank you, because our partners, whether it was Santa Clara, San Jose, or Oakland, we all benefited from it. 1 million residents and visitors came through the Super Bowl city, the 50th mile, and the Super Bowl experience in our city. More than $8.2 million in hotel tax alone was generated. That's an increase of about $5.3 million, or 190% over the same period of time last year. Our airport and its concession tenants, they realized $4.6 million in additional revenue as a result of the Super Bowl 50 travel, with some retailers reporting sales increases of more than 500%. A lot of Super Bowl paraphernalia got on those airplanes. And of course, all of this additional revenue goes to support our city's libraries, our roads, help support our robust social safety net, and supporting our most in need. And we're identifying more of those needs constantly, and this industry is funding it to the hilt. The good news, it's not going to stop there. Just this month, I visited Panama and Brazil to attract even more diverse businesses to our city. And did you know that in 2015, San Francisco hosted 120,000 Brazilian tourists who spent over $200 million in our city during that time period? So let's work together to bring even more Latin Americans to our city. And looking forward, I'm proud that multiple city agencies have worked together. Our Office of Economic and Workforce Development, our Municipal Transportation, our Planning, our Public Works, and our San Francisco Police Department are all working together. And all of you know that they're working on tourism initiatives for 2016. In fact, I held what we call a Tour Vehicle Safety Summit, Coordination Summit in February of this year at City Hall. And at the summit, our Metropolitan Transit Agency announced that it'll be hiring the first ever tour vehicle curbside manager. And that curbside manager will assist our communities such as Union Square and Fisherman's Wharf, where tour vehicle access and congestion are pressing concerns. And that came out of our agreements with the tour bus industry. Our own Lombard, our Crooked Street, has a street visitor ambassador program managed by the Fisherman's Wharf Community Benefits District, and that will go into effect April 27th of this year. And I know it'll create a positive, safe experience for the visitors and residents of this very popular attraction in our city. Well, it doesn't stop there. Our city is moving forward on our infrastructure to improve the quality of life for both residents and businesses, as well as enhance the experience for millions of our visitors. The new San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, that will open on May 14th. Aren't we excited about that? Already people are understanding the new exhibits that they have, an incredible space they'll be able to do it in. And I understand that Craig Dykes with the international architectural firm Snoetta will be talking to you today to discuss the design that nearly triples SF MoMA's exhibition space. And you know I'm excited about Moscone expansion and, of course, the Golden State Warriors Arena. That'll be in 2019. And, of course, right now, it's all Go Dubs. And just think, once all of this is completed, they'll all be connected by the Central Subway. And that's expanding our public's ability to travel from Chinatown and North Beach to Union Square to South Market to the Mission Bay and beyond. And already people in North Beach are saying, why not extend it all the way to Fisherman's Wharf? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Expensive, but a good idea. And the Central Subway Project will be presenting us with an opportunity to rethink and rebuild our Stockton Street, our Powell Street, into very much visitor and resident-friendly promenades. And already, I've got a volunteer group that says, let's redo that Stockton Street tunnel to make it even more inviting. So watch out. Residents themselves are going to come up and start redoing the whole thing to make it even more pedestrian-friendly. Phase 1 of the Jefferson Street in Fisherman's Wharf has shown us that these street enhancements are really great for our city and for our residents and for our businesses. And that's why our city has allocated funding for the design of Phase 2 of Jefferson Street, which will be completed. That design will be completed this year, and we'll go right to work to implement it. Watch out for another great part of Jefferson Street being improved. Well, these infrastructure projects, while they take a number of years and to execute, we want to thank our SF Travel and your business partner and you as businesses for all the leadership and guidance and support on all of these projects to really create a city that's even better and more exciting for our visitors. And so I want you to get right back to work, because I know that this is going to be a really welcoming year for tourism, and I want you to go right back to welcoming even more millions of visitors. Thank you very much, and congratulations.